We are 2 days, 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 38 seconds away from the Run for the Roses, the most exciting 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby. And I am joined right now by Stewart Davidson from MyRacingTips to break down this race. And I'm pumped. First off, Stewart, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem at all, Jimmy. What a cracking race this is shaping up to be.
Woo, wow. First off, the morning line favorite, winner of the Rebel Stakes, winner of the Arkansas Derby, Omaha Beach, has been scratched. Scratched is a horse that likes to be on or near the pace. Because he won't be there, how do you think it will affect the pace of this race?
Oh, it just adds another complexity to it, Jimmy. I mean, as you say, we'd have expected Omaha Beach to certainly be up with the pace, being forward, being pushing it. That defection is gonna change things. I think as a result of him coming out, we're not going to see the hottest pace scenario by Kentucky Derby standards. They're going to go quick, but they're not going to go as quick as they could have done, and that could make it interesting.
The great Bob Baffert, who has trained 2 Triple Crown champions in the last 5 years, has 3 horses in this race, and they are all around the same line. They are all pretty big favorites in this race. We have Improbable at the 5-post, Game Winner at the 16, and then Roadster at the 17-post. Which of these three Baffert horses do you think has the best chance to be wearing the roses on Saturday afternoon?
I mean, for me, Jimmy, it has to be Improbable from the 5 gate. Game Winner and Roadster bring solid form in from the Santa Anita Derby, but those post positions 16 and 17 coming in slightly with Omaha Beach coming out, they're not ideal. As I say, they're not going to go the quickest here, and I think that's going to play to the strengths of those well drawn. I don't think it's going to suit those on the outside trying to come across. I feel as if a few could get caught 3 or 4 wide. With that in mind, Improbable has a plum gate in 5, was a solid 2-year-old. I feel as if Baffert will definitely have left a little bit to work on here, and it wouldn't surprise me to see Improbable step forward again and go very close to taking this on Saturday.
I'm also very high on Improbable, the son of City Zip. There are people saying that no son of City Zip will be able to win the Kentucky Derby. Do you think that the 10 furlongs will be a problem for Improbable?
I mean, it's a very slight niggle in the back of my head, but I think it's probably slightly overstated in terms of the City Zip issue. I feel as if the trip Improbable is going to get, plus the class he's shown, plus the way he's ran, he runs as if he runs like a horse that could potentially get 10 furlongs given the right ride. It's a slight niggle, but not enough to put me off, Jimmy.
It doesn't put me off either, and we know one son of City Zip Collected won the Pacific Classic at 1 1/4 miles and came second in the Breeders' Cup Classic at 1 1/4 miles, the same distance that we're dealing with right here. There's parity everywhere. This race is wide open. Who are the longer shots that you think have a chance to win on Saturday?
I mean, for me, one of the longer shots with the best chance of winning has to be the Judd Monte horse in 8, Tacitus. The Wood Memorial form, a lot of people have said, you can't be following the Wood Memorial form coming into the Derby. And while it's not been the strongest in recent years, I like the form this year. I like Tacitus got in trouble early. They went decent enough fractions, and that's going to give him a good prep into this. He got in trouble early. He still managed to stay on to win. He was very professional that day. And I feel as if him, again, from 8, well drawn, has a chance of getting a decent toe into the race. He's not a bad long shot, around about 9-1 on the current odds in the UK.
Yes, the Wood Memorial was much faster this year. Got a U.S. time form speed figure of 119. The Arkansas got 121. The Santa Anita Derby just 113. So yes, the New York prep races were very big this year. We haven't had a winner come out of the Wood Memorial since 2000, Fusaichi Pegasus. But maybe it is now with Tacitus, so regally bred. The dad, unbelievable Tappet, who won the Wood Memorial. The mom, Close Hatches, a 2014 champion mare. Wow, this is exciting, exciting stuff. Let me talk about the horse that seems to be debated the most, Maximum Security, coming from the 7. Florida Derby, very slow pace, 24 2/4, 48 4.5. I'm high on Maximum Security. What are your thoughts on this horse?
He's a horse that's very hard to weigh up, isn't he, Jimmy? I mean, the Florida Derby, they absolutely crawled early. He had everything going his own way. That was a big chance for us to really see what he was. It wasn't his fault that he got to dictate the pace. He did the right thing. I just feel as if, the Derby's a different kettle of fish. They're going to be going quick enough. As I say, there's not massive pace on, but they're going to be quicker than they went in the Florida Derby. And I feel as if Maximum Security may just be slightly outside his depth here. At a big price, I could consider him, but he's short enough. He's pro underpriced. I'd be looking to take him on.
Yeah, I hope he's there. I have him in all of my action. What a treat it is to have you on the show, Stewart Davidson. Where can we find you online?
So you find us on Twitter at MyRacingTips, or you can find us on the web. We provide free UK and US horse racing tips at myracing.com.
MyRacing.com and MyRacingTips on Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us, Stewart, and enjoy the Run for the Roses on Saturday.
It's been a pleasure, Jimmy. Looking forward to it. Best of luck.